proposal to treat a groundwater source through physicochemical processes for use in primary and industrial activities. Drinking water represents an essential part of primary industrial activities, a sector that groups together the production of food, beverage, and drugs, where the shortage and deterioration of the quality of the drinking water services has directly affected the productivity of the industry in this sector. Settled in the Zulia region, leading to the search for alternatives that avoid forced stop of the process due to the absence of the vital liquid. Among the main options, the presence of a significant number of groundwater sources in the San Francisco and Maracaibo municipalities of the Zulia state stand out, representing a form of continuous water supply for a development of these activities. However, this source by geology and characteristics of the area cannot be used directly, since its physicochemical and microbiological quality is outside the potability standards established in sanitary regulation, requiring treatment highlighting the physicochemical processes. Before talking about water quality, we must have quality parameters, which serve as a reference to know if the source of water under study satisfies the necessary characteristics and the physicochemical and microbiological levels for its use. In this case, the quality parameters used are those required by Venezuelan authorities published in their official gazette. The values for physicochemical parameters in the groundwater source for real color, turbidity, total iron, and nitrites are outside the specifications required by sanitary regulation for drinking water quality. Values related to the geology of the area and soil characteristics with the presence of iron and humic compounds, resulting in high turbidity and color values. Likewise, the concentration values of the parameters total hardness, calcium hardness, magnesium hardness, silica, and total solids, despite being within the limit established by the regulations, lead to classify the water as slightly hard. This fact, added to the pressure and temperature conditions that are generally used in this type of industrial activities, can promote the formation of deposits, causing danger to the pipes and industrial equipment. Likewise, the presence of chlorides can accelerate the deterioration of the facilities due to the corrosion problems, leading to unscheduled plant shutdowns, unsafe conditions, and high maintenance costs, justifying the need of a treatment system for the groundwater source. The treatment process chosen is the conventional physicochemical treatment due to its low cost and easy operation in contrast to the processes based on the use of membranes. The steps of this process are the following: coagulation and flocculation, sedimentation, filtration, and ionic exchange. The coagulation-flocculation process seeks to promote the stabilization and subsequent agglutination of colloidal particles, mainly responsible for high values of color concentration and turbidity in the groundwater source under study using chemical coagulating agents, which in this case of this research, the efficiency of aluminum hydrochloride at different concentration values, coagulation speed, and flocculation speed were studied with the purpose of defining operational conditions and optimal design parameters for the drinking water treatment. In our study, we found optimal conditions for a concentration of the chemical agent aluminum hydrochloride at 4% volume over volume. Also, the operational conditions are speed of 80 rpm for coagulation process and 30 rpm for flocculation process. The coagulation process is as long as 1 minute and the flocculation one 30 minutes. A sedimentation process follows this process and it takes about 1.5 hours. As we can see, the color and turbidity of the water has been removed. As a secondary effect of this stage of the process, there is an increase in the concentration of ions. This will be removed in the next stages of treatment. We proceed to analyze the incidence of the rapid filtration process in the removal of suspended solid and non-sedimentable particles remaining from the previous statement in an underground water source. Considering a simple bed sand as a filter medium through laboratory scale tests, accompanied by measurements every 10 seconds in volume of filtered water of the parameters temperature, pH, conductivity, color, and turbidity, showing color removal close to 100% after 80 seconds of experimentation, as well as reduction in pH and conductivity values. The main removal mechanisms in the filtration process are three. The first occurs due to the large area surface in sand bed, leaving the suspended solids and relatively large and dense flux to be removed by sedimentation mechanisms. The second, by the mechanisms of direct interception of the particles suspended of the surface of the grains of the filter material, and the mechanisms of sifting, where the particles are retained in the interstice or surface of the filter material due to the increased impermeability with dip. In order to correct the concentration of ionic species, the ion exchange process is used. The specific demineralization process by cationic and anionic resin showed how efficiency and selectivity for removal of calcium, magnesium, and chloride ions, results that proved the technical feasibility of the proposed treatment train in the adaptation of underground water source for use in primary industrial activities. As final result, we have obtained water that meets the established water quality standards and that can be used in primary industries. We conclude that the physicochemical processes are able to produce drinking water from an underground water source. In this particular case, the treatment train and the optimal conditions are provided in the image. Thanks a lot for watching.